Welcome to this first episode of Unlocking the New Testament, Ancient Hebrew Gems You Never Knew Existed. In each episode, we are attempting to uncover one Hebrew gemstone hidden in the New Testament, which is outlined in my new book, The One Greater Than Moses, David, and Solomon is Here, and is available on Amazon. In this first episode, we will be dealing with the first line in the book of Matthew, the book of genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. So what is special about these words? We'll find out. The word genealogy in Greek is genesis, which also means source or origin. However, George Howard, who has uncovered the Hebrew version of the Gospel of Matthew, which he was attributed to a 14th century rabbi, Shimto ben Isaac ben Shaput. He has pointed out that the Hebrew equivalent for the word genealogy in this opening verse is a 6-letter Hebrew word, todot. Tav, Vav, Lamed, Dalet, Vav, Tav. Why is this an important point? Because this word made its first appearance in Genesis chapter 2 verse 4, which states, "These are the generations of heavens and of the earth, when they were created in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens." And the word generations here is spelled with Tav, Vav, Lamed, Dalet, Vav, Tav, 6 letters. What is interesting is, when the word made its second appearance in Genesis chapter 5, it only has 5 Hebrew letters. And here's a verse. It says, "This is the book of the genealogy of Adam. In the day that God created man, made him in the likeness of God." Now notice the word genealogy here is spelled only with 5 Hebrew letters. Tav, Vav, Lamed, Dalet, Tav. As you can see, a letter Vav, or the second Vav in this word, is missing. But why is this variance? Why is it an important point? It is not a copyist error or mistake made by Moses. Rather, the Jewish sages called it a defective spelling. But what is the purpose of this defective spelling? Before we answer it, we need to ask what happened between Genesis 2 and Genesis 5. And the answer is, sin has entered the world. You know, the letter Vav in Paleo Hebrew, or pictographic Hebrew, looks like a nail, but grammatically speaking, it means and or to connect. In our case, when sin enters the mankind in Genesis chapter 3, there is a disconnect between God and humanity. And the spelling of the word todot with a missing vav shows this disconnect. And it gets even more interesting as we moved on. The next appearance of this word in Genesis chapter 25, another vav is missing from the word. Now here's a verse. "Now these are the generations of Ishmael." Now the word generations here spelled with only 4 Hebrew letters, Tav, Lamed, Dalet, Tav. Both vav are missing. And Ishmael, Abraham's son, who Hagar, the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaiden, bare to Abraham. Now, the reason for a further disconnect with mankind is obvious. The generation of Ishmael is further alienated from God. In the book of Ruth, however, the word todot traveled through the annals of Bible history until it resurfaced again in the book of Ruth. Now, starting from verse 18 in chapter 4, here are the words. "Now these are the generations." Now the word generations here is spelled with full spelling, 6 letters, Tav, Vav, Lamed, Dalet, Vav, Tav, of Phares. And Phares begot Herzon. Herzon begot Ram, and Ram begot Aminadab. And Aminadab begot Nahshon, and Nahshon begot Salmon, and Salmon begot Boaz, and Boaz begot Obed, and Obed begot Jesse, and Jesse begot David. Now, This is very important because in Matthew chapter 1, we see the connection back to David is through the lineage of Jesus Christ. So in this case, the vav is found and the full spelling of the word returns. So Ruth's obedience, we witness a divine orchestration that transcends cultural barriers, one that culminates the lineage of David and ultimately paved the way for Jesus Christ. Then we read in Matthew chapter 1 verse 1, the book of generation Toldot of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. So the Hebrew version of the Gospel Matthew is keen to let us know the full spelling of the word Toldot has returned to show us that Jesus has reconnected the mankind back to God through his sin offering. Hope you've enjoyed seeing this precious Hebrew gemstones, and we will see you in the next episode of Unlocking the New Testament, Ancient Hebrew Gems You Never Knew Existed. Shalom Aleichem.